pond's about 6.5 metres long, 4.5 metres wide. It's an Aquascape ecosystem pond.
How cool is that?
That waterfall comes down like that and goes under the ground and pops up here.
That's the ultimate compliment to a pond builder. I wonder if they drink out of the pond. Well, I hear it. So this is not just one water feature, this is two.
This is two. This is the second one that we're looking at here first, right opposite the front door.
Oh, look at this. Tony Green, Think Green Landscapes. And here we have a beautiful pondless waterfall. You guys really live out here.
Oh, it's beautiful. Congratulations on your wedding.
Thank
We
you.
thought of you.
I saw your email come through. I saw it as soon as I got back into reception.
So this is his honeymoon.
Yeah, that's it. Honeymoon. Rick.
Rick, the pond guy, Greg. Nice to meet you.
Colleen.
Hi, Colleen and Rick. This is beautiful. So was this the first or the second one?
This is the second one.
Some
We stood here with Tony and his guys, and one of the guys said, that's an ancient watercourse.
Yes.
Thousands of years ago. there
I
was
could see with
water
those
running down
rocks.
there
Uh-huh.
On Colleen, what we call Colleen's Rock.
my rock.
So then I said, well, how about we run a waterfall down there? But
Yes.
of course, apparently it's too porous to take
Yes.
waterfall.
Yes.
So Tony came up with the waterfall that goes way up to the top of the hill there.
So this was a second add-on. You have another water feature that was the primary thing that you...
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, that is really cool rock. We're really out here, but apparently this is your quote-unquote city home?
Yes.
That's it.
So you guys are farmers from...
Yeah, we just got out of farming in the wheat belt. So
Last week.
We've sold
Congratulations.
Thank you.
a 12,000 acre farm out there, and we bought a 2,000 acre farm about 70 kilometres away. So
This is the getting back into the city living
our
over here.
retirement house, and that up there's our retirement farm. So
I love it.
We're at Brigadoon in the Perth Hills in Western Australia. We're about 40 kilometres northeast of the city here. When we get down the bottom, you'll actually be able to see the city skyline in the background. This particular garden, we actually built both the garden and the pond. So this is one of the last major landscape projects that we did in combination with the pond. We had a real fun time building this landscape. All our favourite things, rocks, timber, all the things we try to get involved in our ponds, we actually got to do in the landscape here as well, which was amazing, and set off by this incredible house. The garden was designed by Charisse Haslam, the garden diva from Perth in Western Australia. She got us on board to build the garden and to build this magical pond. How nice is this? This pond's about 6.5 metres long, 4.5 metres wide. It's an Aquascape ecosystem pond, and it's full of shabunking goldfish. Just love life in here. There's a circulation jet in the bottom of the deep zone down here, and they often take it in turns. I always like to think of it as surfers lining up at the break, ready to take their turn on the way. We're lucky enough to have these amazing big rocks as part of the landscape to frame our waterfall and stream. So we cut in beside, we've got our reservoir here at the bottom where the water recirculates from. A couple of thousand litres of storage under there. So we've got the pump down there that sends water up to the top. A bit of an ornamental start to both of these parts of the stream with some spillway bowls spilling the water out into the stream. We'll take a bit of a walk up. See here we've nestled in and use the existing rock as best we can to settle the stream straight in and make it look like it really belongs here. View down the valley. There's some kangaroos here coming to say hello too.
Kangaroos?
Yeah, looking at them right now. Right here in the backyard.
Look at that, how cool. Just hopping along. I wonder if they drink out of the pond.
We put the fence up to keep them and the goats out of the pond.
Well, when you live in the country.
There is a creek line through the back here too, so there's water there for most of the year. So that's why there's a lot of them stay around here.
They're pretty big.
Yeah.
Is this like a typical herd?
Oh, look, they vary. Most of the time, they live pretty solitarily, usually, especially close to suburbia. You only see 2 or 3 together.
How cool is that? What a beautiful country it is out here. Wow. And look at them, just what a vista from up there to overlook this. Okay, what could you put in someone's yard that would be equally as beautiful as a backdrop of that with wild kangaroos just running around? There's nothing that you could put in the space that would make as big of an impact as a decorative water feature. Just incredible, and I love how ornate everything is. Look at how cool and artistic that table is, that lichen table with some succulents on the top. Boy, this is just a manicured property. Love seeing the fish. They're ready to get fed. Just incredible. This is the ritual, huh? come down here, feed the fish.
Oh yeah, the grandkids love it.
Yeah, the grandkids would love to come out at a place like this with a pond and kangaroos. So are you the gardener or?
Oh, we both are.
Yeah, you like it?
I'm a chainsaw gardener.
Well, speaking of meticular, everything is meticulous back here.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just spectacular. I mean, this is as nice of a property as I've ever seen with that vista that you have.
Oh really? Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. So what is it like to live the Aquascape lifestyle since most people that are watching my stuff don't have one of these water features?
Well, for us, when we first came to Brigadoon, it was very hot up in the summer, really.
Yes.
And we thought, oh, it's a very hot place. What would help? Water would help. And then we had a garden diva come and design it for us. And I wanted a pond that is like it doesn't finish. It just blends up into the environment. It just looks all natural and fits in because there's a brook just down here. So we wanted it all just to be like a finishing thing that just went out, spread out.
I think they achieved that.
I think I've definitely achieved that. The nice part about it is when we had some guests here the other day, the guy got in his car and said, oh, that's amazing. That waterfall comes down like that and goes under the ground and pops up here.
That's the ultimate compliment to a pond builder is when people think it's always been there.
Yeah, and he said, that's just amazing.
And that's just a Tony Green special.
Yeah, and we wanted it to feel natural, not sort of all like manufactured, just sort of blend in and be soft. And I think we've done that really well.
You have achieved that immensely, yes.
And it's really happy. We come down here a lot in the summer, in the winter, and just feed the fish and wander around and sit up there and look at it when it's hot in the air conditioning, and it's lovely. It's just beautiful.
And how much work is it there, Pops?
It's not too bad, actually.
Okay.
The garden is still growing. It's only been here for
Yeah, I mean, the garden is probably more work than the pond. with all.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So people are used to gardening, but the pond is an ecosystem.
And it works after itself.
And we've neglected a little bit lately because we've been so busy with our farming side of things. But
But it looks great.
yeah,
And it ticks along by itself, which is the nice part about it. And the kids just, if there's a slight alga, they go, oh, now I've got to get the alga out. So they grab it and off.
It's basically like weeding.
Yeah, they love it.
So this pond is much the same size as one that we built for the Perth Garden Festival in 2019, early 2019. And the clients here love that one, and the garden designer in particular also loved that one. So she talked to us about building a pond, and the clients were on board because they'd seen our show garden pond, and we built another one that was much like the first. Clients had a few rocks for this one. They actually come from farm country. They just sold a 1,200 acre farm only last week to downsize to this city property, as they call it, which is still I think 5 or 10 acres, and just a little one for them. Not for most people probably, but just a little one for them. So they brought in a lot of these rocks from their farm, ones that they save for special occasions, like this one here that obviously once was part of a stream with a lovely shape through it there that's been eroded out. So we were able to use all of that and bring it into the stream and pond that we were building, really take advantage of it. Just love how this garden connects back down to back up to the house. And all these beautiful trees. We built this whole garden as well. Built it in about May of 2020. It's 3 years old. Just so many sculptural elements in this garden too. These raised corten steel beds with the zoysia grass coming up through them, and the sculptural elements that Suits Landscaping, who was working with us then, welded up and put together for us. Love these fish, and they love to play in the jet. These are all shibunkin, which are a type of goldfish, often referred to, there's a few collets in there too, but the colourful ones with the fantails are all shibunkins, often referred to as the poor man's koi, but I think they're a pretty amazing fish myself. They're one that we often recommend to people because they're a very social, friendly fish. Happy to come and feed, and just so pretty. It's the owners up there with Greg, just enjoying the view, enjoying the garden and having a bit of a chat about it all.